Yeah, the latest on Ian. Ian is a very powerful Category 3 hurricane. It is a little weaker compared to earlier today. It was producing winds of 125 miles an hour. Now is on the lower end of a Cat 3 hurricane, winds of 115 miles an hour, but still a major hurricane as a Category 3. You can see the eye wall right there. Now that it's going to work its way into the warmer waters of the Gulf of Mexico, as we head into the next couple of hours, it could intensify up to a Category 4, winds of 130 miles an hour. Very little wind shear ahead of it, lots of warm water, so it is expected to intensify. But then as we head to tomorrow and it gets closer to the Gulf Coast of the state, it does weaken a little bit. There's going to be a bit more wind shear, some drier air, but it's still a very powerful Category 3 hurricane as we head towards late Wednesday into early Thursday with winds of 125 miles an hour. Then it comes ashore and then it starts to work its way northward as a tropical storm all the way up into the Carolinas, and then eventually it fizzles out into an area of lower pressure. Now here are the computer models. The two main global computer models, the European and the American model, are in good agreement taking the storm in around the Tampa Bay area. Some computer models are a little bit farther to the west, but the official track is following the two main global computer models. Here's the wind field. So as we head into tomorrow, notice the yellow. That is the leading edge of tropical storm force winds. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, that's when we could have tropical storm force winds, winds of over 40 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, notice where the hurricane force winds are. They're here, but along the Treasure Coast, we could have wind gusts over 50 miles an hour, maybe up to 60. And then as this system starts to pull away, that is when the winds do start to diminish from south to north. Now, one of the big concerns will also be a storm surge into Tampa Bay. We're expecting a storm surge of about 10 feet. Now, in addition to that, we're also expecting not just inches, but feet of rain for this area. That's what some of the latest models are telling us. So the Tampa Bay area could get clobbered, not just with coastal flooding, but inland flooding too, big time, if that verifies with, again, that much rain falling over one area. In the meantime, let's check in with Connie. She's going to take a look at some of our local effects.
And actually, this just in, Steve, a hurricane watch issued for Okeechobee County. This means that hurricane conditions are possible within the next 48 hours here. Hurricane conditions, including winds over 74 miles per hour. So Okeechobee County now under a hurricane watch. Tropical storm warnings issued for the rest of the viewing area from Vero Beach down into Boynton, Delray Beach. This means that tropical storm force winds over about 40 miles per hour or so are expected within the next 36 hours. So again, hurricane watch issued for Okeechobee County, everybody else under a tropical storm warning. Also, in addition to that, we have a tornado watch issued for Palm Beach County. Flood watch is up for the entire viewing area. Flooding is possible within the next few days here. And we even have a flood advisory issued for South County. We've been seeing this rain move in over the last 24 hours here, and it keeps coming down, and it is getting even heavier up towards Boca Raton, Boynton Beach. Some of this rain starting to move towards the turnpike. That rain does lighten up a little bit up towards Martin County. Not done yet. More rainfall on the way. Look at all this heavy rainfall across Miami-Dade and Broward counties. Eventually, we'll start to see some of this lift into our area. Here's a look at the radar estimated rainfall totals over the last 24 hours. Boca near 2 inches of rain in some spots, even close to 3 inches of rain. So once you continue to add up onto those rain totals, that's where you get that flooding threat. More rain bands will continue to move through over the next few days, and that's when we're going to be dealing with flooding, gusty winds, and even the potential for some tornadoes.